justice word that is form of idea. In other words, idea. So why we need to have philosopher king? Because philosophers always seeking to the world of idea. That's why they just like to practice, they just like to reach, achieve the value of ideal world. For example, perfect love, perfect justice. That's why Plato insisted, Plato gave an idea about philosopher should rule the world, rule the society, rule the state, nation. That's why we call 철인정치. So that was a brief explanation of last week's lecture. Okay, and another, Plato idea, we talked about it, and then to reach ideal state, we have to use the method, we have to use the way of thinking. The way to reach ideal world should be logical thinking, rational thinking, not emotional thinking. Rational, logical means simply like when we learn math, 1 plus 1 should be 2, right? And then there are any different questions, so that 1 plus 2 equals what? To get the answer for 3, we have to go through 1 plus 1 should be 2, right? Then we can make a logical thoughts. That's why we can bring the answer of 1 plus 2 is 3. That is a logical thinking, not a emotional thinking. Emotional thing depends. It is not. It is very subjective, not a objective. Subjective means 주관적. Rational thing is. Emotional thing is 주관적. That is very subjective. Everybody has different living condition. Everybody has different cultural background. Everybody has different social, economical situations, right? Depends on their situations. They have all different idea about certain object. That is 주관적. That is subjective. So we should not think to reach the ideal state that is emotional thing. We have to use rational, logical thing to reach ideal world, ideal state. That's the way, that's the method to achieve another term we should we went there idea. Now today we like to talk about Aristotle. Also, he is great philosopher. He is one of the founder of philosophy. Actually, Aristotle was a student of Plato. Plato was teacher of Aristotle. Also, Aristotle was teacher of Alexander the Great. Alexander 대왕. So that, also mostly nowadays when we talk about who has the most influential impact to modern days systems like politics, physics, social studies, that is Aristotle. He has the biggest impact on everything. So when we study Aristotle, there are many topics we need to talk about. Some colleges, some institution, when we learn, I think learn about who is the Aristotle. We need to have like whole semester, whole quarter needed to study only Aristotle. But now, just like 1 or 2 hours, we like to cover. So, in this lecture, when we study Aristotle, I just like to go briefly, about his main ideas about politics, and then the world, and then the philosophy. So this is not whole explanation about Aristotle. Okay, we just like to focus on politics, a little bit of philosophy, and then the society and government. Okay, let's see. First, we like to read the handout. Okay, because always philosophy is very hard. The topic philosophy is very hard to understand and explain. So I brought the handout to go over more deeper about Aristotle. We just like to know some key terms about Aristotle's politics. Okay. First, I'm gonna read. Bring Aristotle's politics. Okay, I also made translation. Okay. First term we like to know is eudaimonia. Eudaimonia means that is an ancient Greek concept, often translated happiness, flourishing. However, it has much richer meaning, not only happiness or flourishing, right? So that is referring to living one's life of virtue. Virtue means high standard morality, okay? In Korean words, virtue means middle. High standard morality. Morality means simply everybody has a standard, okay? Morality. Let's say morality means everyone has a standard about good, about bad, about right, and about wrong. For example, nobody is here in the class, okay? only me. I just found the $100 bill on the floor. Okay, then I pick it up, put it in my pocket. The action that I was doing was wrong, right? Wrong. Why? Because that is not my money, that's my morality. But me, I think it is wrong. But some people say, oh, how lucky I am, I found $100 bill. For some people, that is not wrong. Yeah, that is morality. Everybody has a standard about wrong, right, bad, and good. So when we talk about virtue, it is higher standard of morality, like Buddha, right? Like Confucius, like high. There are many in history, in Asian culture. There are many philosophers, right? Like Gongzha in Chinese. Yeah, so he has higher standard of morality. Yeah. So yeah, that is virtue. So the eudaimonia means we live of virtue, high standard of morality, and fulfilling one's potential. Potential means you have ability, you achieve your goal and your vision. That is potential. Yeah. Make it like, for example, you have dream, right? I want to be president of the United States. You have potential, you have ability, and you have the power inside of you that make you a president of the United States. That means your dream has been come true, right? So that is potential. So in the philosophy of Aristotle, eudaimonia is achieved by living in accordance with reason. In here, reason means logical think, okay? Rational think. Reason and cultivating virtue, promote virtue, promote higher standard of morality, such as courage, wisdom, moderation. It is not just about feeling good. Okay, eudaimonia means it is about living well and living your life fulfilling the purpose of your life. That is eudaimonia. So often in alignment with one's character and rational nature. That is eudaimonia. Eudaimonia means you live your life happily, you have vision, you have goal, you try to achieve your vision with your potential, then your dreams come true. That is eudaimonia. Okay. And then, another term we like to see is oligarchy. Oligarchy means, in Korean, 과두제. Okay, oligarchy is a form of government or power structure where control rests with small group of people, typically distinguished by what? Family ties, corporate interests, or military controlled. These few individuals or groups hold significant influence over decisions that affect the larger population. Unlike democracy, where power is distributed broadly among citizens, or monarchy, where power is centralized in single ruler. An oligarchy concentrate the power in the hands of select elite group. Aristotle made a definition of an oligarchy. Okay. For example, oligarchy means in Korean's history there were the government. The government was grouped by some elite military power, right? Like 전두환. Small group of military power, they control all nation, other people. So that we can call oligarchy. The power is centralized, concentrate to certain group of people. They have the most power to control nation and state, and then they affect the people. That is oligarchy. Okay, next term is polity. Polity means 정치 체제. Okay. Polity refers to a form or process of civil government or structured system of political organization. The term is we are doing page 3 of Aristotle's Politics. Okay, page 3. Polity. Okay, do it again. Polity refers to a form or process of civil government or structured system of political organization. The term is broad that can be applied to any organized society, such as nation, state, city, or other governmental entity. In political theory, a polity can define the various types of government, ranging from democracy to monarchy, and that it often represent balanced or mixed government that blends different systems to maintain the society, the nation, stable and in order. I have translated in Korean, Chinese, and Japanese, so you can understand. Okay, I'm gonna keep going with polity. In Aristotle classification of government, polity specifically refers to a just and balanced form of government, that often combine elements of democracy and oligarchy. So in Aristotle's point of view, the polity means balanced system. For example, balanced system means democracy, good, the benefit of democracy is mixed with the benefit of oligarchy. That is polity. That is designated to benefit the common good. Common good means everybody's demand, the common and the necessity of people is fulfilled. That means everybody is commonly benefited from polity. The polity means mix, balance of the system. The system is democracy, oligarchy, that is mixed, that is balanced. Not only practice democracy, not only practice the oligarchy, okay? Both system is mixed, balanced. That is polity in Aristotle's point of view. Miss Zhu, the Chinese, is it understandable? No? Chinese?
Yeah.
The Chinese translate is good, understand? Is it good? Good translation? I'm gonna ask, good translation? Is it good? Okay, understand? Okay. All right. Yeah. Yes. So that is polity. These terms are very important. Okay, to know for us to study more about Aristotle and then more about philosophy. Okay. Now, page 4, you see aristocracy. Aristocracy means in Korean 귀족제. 귀족. Okay, I'm gonna read. A form of government in which power is held by small, privileged class, typically defined by nobility, 귀족, nobility, and wealth, and or hereditary status. The term originated from Greek word aristokratia, that means rule by the best. Rule by the best. Aristotle think aristocracy is the meaning of the nation state is ruled by the best people. In that time, who is the best people?Maybe philosophers, right? In other system, who is the best people? Maybe, feudalism, kings, right? The emperors, the family of emperor. Yes, that is the best people. Yeah. In theory, an aristocracy is governed by those considered the most qualified, the most virtuous. The most virtuous means the highest moral standard. Some people have that quality. They should rule the state, the nation. That is aristocracy. And also the highly educated people, right? Yeah. They can rule the state too. 귀족제. And historically, aristocracy were common in feudal system. Feudal system means the kingdom ruled by king. In Korean word the 봉건제. When we talk about 봉건제, feudalism, there are kings, and then family of the kings, and then the nobility, right? Yeah, many 귀족. Yeah, that is feudalism. So historically, aristocracy were common in feudal system, monarchy. Also, monarchy means, and where a ruling class or the nobility, 귀족, have significant influence and power of political, economic, and social decisions. What do you think? Is it true in history, right? When you look at the history of Chinese, there are many kingdoms, many kings, right? Same in Korean history, there are many different dynasties, many, kings and nobilities, and the family of kings, right? European history too. Yeah. That is aristocracy, we can call. Okay. And Aristotle, in his political theory, considered aristocracy to be a form of government that could be virtuous if ruling class acted the best interest of people. Here, the last paragraph, it has good point about aristocracy. When the governing group, let's say king or family of kings, if they don't corrupt, okay, they practice with a highly standard of morality for the benefit of the majority of the people. He said it is good. That is good system, all right? Aristocracy. But when they corrupted certain group, elite group, king's family, they only rule the state nation for the benefit of their own, not for the people. That is bad in aristocracy. We see many corrupted kings, right, in history, or modern days. Some countries' presidents, right? There are many famous politicians, right? Like now North Korea leader Kim Jong-un. Yeah, he only works for the benefit of his own family, right? Not for the people. Okay. Okay, that is definition of aristocracy. Okay. Here, I'm just explaining brief explanation of this the keywords. Okay. There are really a lot to cover one topic. It takes sometimes whole semester, whole quarter. But I'm gonna explain in just like 1 hour. Okay. Okay. Now we go to democracy. Okay. Democracy is the system now the modern contemporary states, countries, nations practice nowadays, right? Yeah. Okay, that is a system of government where power is vested in the hands of the majority of the people, citizens, right? Power is coming from the citizens. That is first meaning. Either directly or through elected representatives, right? We do elections, right? For select our representatives. That is democracy system. So the term comes from also the Greek word, which is demokratia. Demokratia meaning is ruled by the people. Not only few people, not only certain group of people, not only by the kings, not only by the the nobilities. The nation is ruled by the people. That is democracy. In a democracy, citizens have the right to participate in decision-making process, right? We have a right. Basically, we have right to vote, right? We have right to free speech, right? That is, you are participating in decision-making process. So this form is rare. To participate in decision-making processes, often through voting, right? Voting in elections, and have a say in the creation of law and policies. In modern democracy, our opinion is applied to making laws, right? Yeah. Let's say you guys see many propositions in the United States, right? Proposition number 9, number 10, something like that, right? Let's make the marijuana legal or illegal. That is protest. The proposition. So that is also process of making decision, and then process of making the law, which is democracy. What?
프로포지션?
Proposition 한국말로 제안.
네.
City, when the city county need to have new kind of law, and then people can suggest activity group, they can also suggest certain kind of law making. That is proposition. There are two systems of democracy. First one is direct democracy. Okay, first democracy. Okay, Aristotle, page 6. Yeah. So in democracy, there are two systems. One is direct democracy. Another one is representative democracy. Okay, first, direct democracy is citizens directly, representatives to make decision on their behalf. This form is rare. Nowadays, it is not practiced widely, okay? In a large society, like, United States, we don't practice direct democracy. But that can exist in smaller settings, such as town meetings, referendums. Still, there are direct democracy is practiced in the United States. You guys have city town hall, right? Town hall meeting. The people in small town, people live around that city, they gather in city town hall. They give opinion about certain topics, about certain law. Okay, we like to pass this law. Directly, they deliver their opinion to the mayor or the representatives in the the city government. That is direct democracy. And then widely in the United States, November, right? This year we have a presidential election, right? Actually, that is indirect democracy. That is another word, representative democracy. Okay, for example, we elect congressmen, right? Every 4 years. In the United States, we elect congressmen. Senator, we elect senator, we elect congressmen. They represent our needs. Then they vote again to make certain law. That is representative democracy. We don't go to a capital city, right, to vote, right? We make our representative. They vote for us. That is congressman and senator in the the parliament system. So citizens elect representatives to make decisions on their behalf, on their needs. This is the most common form with elected officials, right? Elected politicians. They are responsible for creating laws, right? And governing according to the will of needs of people. Yeah, that is representative democracy. So democracy emphasizes principles like freedom of speech. Yes. equality before the law, right? Everybody's equal before the law. We all treated same by the law. And protection of human rights. We have a right. Our right should be also protected equally, fairly. And modern democratic system often include checks, balance. Let's say, what is checks, balance in our government in the United States? Let's say, when we talk about checks, balance, okay, in the United government system, there are three systems, right? Administrator, Congress, right? And then the system of court. Those three systems, each other, they do checks, balance. This is the purpose of the power is not only, it is the system preventing the power goes to certain group, like, all the power goes to administrator, all the power goes to, Congress, all the power goes to court system. They also, check. The power is balanced. That is check balance. When the administrator has too much power, they don't respect the decision of Congress, right? Because Congress represents the people's need, right? So that's why in modern democracy use checks balance. Power balance, equal balance of power in three systems: administrator, Congress, courts. They also check they check each other. Okay, hey, administrator, you guys are wrong. That is not by the law, The court system judges certain issues, right? Like let's say freedom of speech, right? Some topics arise when some protests do some political opinion. Then the administrator, they bring the police power and military power. Then they suppress, right? Then court say that is not democracy. Administrator, you guys doing wrong. That is check and balance. Understand, right? Many topics. Okay, some situations. Okay, when some country, when president want to declare, they wanna start the war with different country. They always get approved from Congress. That is check balance. Okay. So, most modern democratic system is now representative democracy. Only small group of people. Let's say we have only 4 or 5 people, right? So we make decision, we reach the, we make one decision, right? Then we practice based on the decision. We don't need a representative in our class, right? That is direct democracy in small group of people. We practice direct democracy. Okay, another. Okay, and then the term. I'm gonna. Okay, I will give you the paper, Mr. Tenzin, right? So, Aristotle, politics, page 8. The last one is monarchy. I also translated in each language. Okay, monarchy in Korean, it says 군주제. Have you guys heard of 입헌군주제, something like that? Yeah. Okay, a monarchy, that is a form of government where a single individual, typically a king or queen or emperor, hold the most power and authority. That is often for life or until abdication. The position is usually hereditary. Position was, status, the king is delivered to the princess, right? Prince, right? And then prince becomes king, and then his also son and daughter, they also have same power, and the same authority was delivered. That is hereditary, okay? Hereditary in Korean, 계승한다? Something like that. Okay, that is passed down through royal family, right? Yes, and monarch often serves as both the head of state and the symbol of national unity. Okay, the monarchy system is actually practiced with total whole power and authority by a king or royal family. They really rule the nation and states. That is another form of monarchy. But like, let's say England and Japan, they have king, they have monarchy system, but they only represent. They don't involve in actual politic actions, right? They only have the name. I'm the king of England. I'm the king of Japan. Actually, the nation state was governed and ruled by allied politicians, right? Yeah, that is another system of monarchy. Okay, more explain. The absolute monarchy. The monarchy holds most complete, unrestricted power of the government and its people. They can make the law. King make the law. Levy taxes. They increase taxes. Administer justice. They also, have all the position in the administrators. Yeah. They manage foreign affairs, right? They do, diplomatic matters by, their authority and their power without requiring approval from the people. Okay. King, direct, absolute monarchy. They don't want the agreement of people. They make the law, they make, all kind of decision to rule the nation and state. Yeah. Okay, another monarchy is constitutional monarchy. the monarch powers are limited by the law, by the constitution, or legislative body. Legislative body means Congress, okay? In this system, the monarch may serve as ceremonial figurehead. Ceremonial figurehead. Example, England, king, Japan, king. That's their role. They don't actually involve in politics. They don't make decisions about nations, you know.
이거 그분들 역할이 뭐예요?
그냥 외교관이 오면은 다른 나라에서 대통령이 방문하면은 그냥 이름만 있는 king. 그냥 룰만 있고 전통만 유지되고, 예를 들어서 한국 대통령이 영국에 가면은 퀸이 나와가지고 막 마차도 태워주고 그런 역할들만. 오케이. So right here, I explain in Korean. Ceremonial figure means they only represent without the power, without authority. I'm just the king of this country. That's it. They don't have power because the law, the constitution has the limitation for the king and the queen's power and authority. The law says, like in England, you guys don't get involved in the political decision making, right? You guys only do some kind of a ceremony when United States President visit you guys, then you ride, some classical car or wagon led by horses, ride together. That is ceremonial. Okay, some countries, let's say in this system, the monarch may serve as ceremonial figurehead while actual government is carried out by elected officials. Elected politicians rule the nation and state. Okay, let's say such as parliament or prime minister. In England, prime minister is like who has the power almost like president of the United States. Prime minister, he has all the powers. Yeah. That is constitutional monarch. Let's say those countries, UK, United Kingdom, Sweden, Japan, these are all constitutional monarch. Here, another explanation is that is a blend, mix of royal traditions, right, with democratic government. I saw the video of Queen Elizabeth, the funeral, right? They do practice many traditional the funeral systems, like traditional funeral day outfit was different, right? They wear traditional clothing, and then they carry the casket on the very traditional wagon that is led by soldiers and horses, right? Yeah. Only that represent the not true. I mean, only represent I'm the king of United Kingdom, and then maybe that could be work for unity of the nation, right? For the people. Yes, sir. Yes, yeah. We have king, so we can make loyalty. We can give loyalty to the royal family. That makes unity of the nations. Let's say another example. Unity means in World War II, Japan, right? Japan, people of Japan, they have loyalty to the Japan emperor. At that time, the power was held on military. Imperialists, they have the most power and authority. But in normal people, normal citizen, they can be united for the purpose of nation's benefit and then also the king's benefit. So we have to win this war against America. That's why, you guys heard of kamikaze, right? Kamikaze pilots. Yeah, many, Japanese people, without questioning themselves, they just, 100% loyalty to the kings. Yeah. That's the role of powerless kings. Yeah. At that time in Japan. So, yes, that is, the key terms we talk about in Aristotle's Politics. One more time, eudaimonia. Eudaimonia is not only about happiness, okay? It is fulfilling your life's vision, your life's purpose. And then we talked about oligarchy. Oligarchy means some elite groups rule the nation, rule the country. Politics. Politics means it is a system. In Aristotle's point of view, it is blend, mixed system of democracy and oligarchy. Okay? And aristocracy. Aristocracy is the nation is ruled by nobilities. Yeah, that is aristocracy. Okay, we talked about democracy. Yeah. Then monarchy. Okay, that's the kind of basic terms we like to know, at least when we study about politics. Okay, now let's go about more deeply about Aristotle. Okay, I think I gave you another handout for let's see. I think I gave you Aristotle's political animals. You guys have Aristotle's political animals. You have?
Last week?
Last week, yeah. Last week handout. Yeah. Aristotle, politics, animal. I'm gonna read first paragraph. Okay, then we take turns. Okay, Aristotle's political animals, 정치적 동물. Aristotle's concept of political animals comes from his work, Politics. In this context, Aristotle argues that humans are inherently political creature or political animal. Then, Eric, can you read next? Innate sociability.
Aristoteles believed that humans are naturally included to live in communities, unlike other animals that may form temporary or instinctive groups. Human has a unique capacity for forming complex and enduring social structures.
Okay, thank you. Fan Qing, can you read rationality?
Rationality and speech. Explorer emphasizes that humans possess the ability to reason and communicate through language. This capacity for rational discourse enables humans to deliberate, make collective decisions, and establish systems of governance.
Okay, Miss O, next. Purpose.
Purpose of the polis, according to Aristotle, the ultimate purpose of political life is to achieve a good and virtuous life. The polis provides the framework within which individuals can realize their potential and
Adequate. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, Miss Zhu, can you read ethical life? You don't find? You don't see? Oh, okay, I'm gonna read. Okay. Ethical life. The political community is essential for the development of virtues and for individuals to live a fully ethical life. In Aristotle's view, humans cannot achieve their full potential in isolation. Isolation means individually. Yeah. You cannot achieve your full potential when you are alone, right? That is the point. So Aristotle's view, human cannot achieve their full potential in isolation, but need the structure and the support of political community. In the society, actually political community, when we are involved in political communities, activity, that means our potential is fully achieved. That is Aristotle's point of view. Okay. And then next, Eric, can you do one more time? Natural order.
Nature order. Aristoteles argued that living in a polis is part of nature order of human life. Just as other animal has their own nature habitats, human's nature habitat is the organized rational social society of the city-state.
Okay, thank you. And then, Hanjin, can you do in summary?
In summary, Aristotle's ideas of political animals underscores the belief that human beings are fundamentally social and political beings whose nature is expressed through their participation in structured rational communities.
Yes. Okay. In Aristotle's point of view, human has a potential to be fully achieved their vision, their goals, right? Also in ethically, the virtue, like I said before, virtue means the highest standard of morality, okay? Without the help of community, actually political community or political society, you cannot achieve your full potential. Okay. I'm the only one in this room. I lived 10 years. I cannot achieve my full, potential. I need help of somebody. Yeah. That is point of Aristotle's about human potential. Okay, then I'm gonna go over slide. Okay, almost yeah. So Aristotle political theory, he is discussed in his work Politics. Okay, there are many topics about Aristotle, but in this lecture we only focus on his point of view about politics. Okay, little bit of the government, and then little bit of the society. Okay, so he built his belief that humans are naturally, we are born as natural political animal. Yeah. We cannot live alone. Yeah. So his idea focus on nature of political communities. Yeah. We have to be involved. We have the member of the community. Yeah. So that's the type of government and concept of ideal states. Here, he emphasizes the balance between classes. Here in the United States, the top classes, right? Top classes, like 1% of the population, they have all the power, they have all the wealth, they have all the authority, right? And then another class, working class, middle class, right? We work every day. Without work, we cannot make our life go on, right? And then low classes. Low class, some people have kind of handicaps, some type of people, they have difficulties, doing their economical activities, right? Some kind of people marginalized. Yeah. So, in Aristotle views, not only one class has to have power. The power is balanced. Yeah. Not only top percent have all the power. Okay. Not only middle class have all the power and authority. Yeah. Not only lower class have power and authority. The power is, kind of equally distributed to upper, middle, lower. That's the idea of Aristotle. So the purpose of the balance distribution of the power is to reach the common goods. They try to find something in common, include all the classes, right? High classes, middle classes, low classes, they have something in common, right? Which is good. That is the purpose of balance or power of classes. So remember Aristotle's point of view about political system, balance of classes. Not only certain class have all the powers. They should be distributed. Okay, also to achieve the people's full potential, the society needs system. Okay, in Aristotle time, the system was city-state. City-state. You guys may have heard Acropolis in Greek time. That means 도시국가. That is city-state. In a big region of the Greek, there are many cities, right? They have their own government system. Yeah. That is city-state. By that city-state system, all individuals, they can achieve fully their potential. So that's the Aristotle's idea of city-states. Okay, and then I also gave handout in here eudaimonia. Okay, eudaimonia means not only happiness, the way more than happiness state. You happy, also you try to achieve fully your potential. That is eudaimonia. So his idea is aimed to reach eudaimonia. Okay? Alright, okay. Repeat, alright? Monarchy. That is ruled by one individual. Right? Monarchy. King, queen, yes. Aristocracy is ruled by certain elite group, like nobilities, right? Yeah. That is aristocracy. Sometimes aristocracy is good, okay, even though the nobility people work for the people of the nation. That system is really good. But when they corrupt it, it becomes oligarchy. Oligarchy means certain group, they work for themselves. For the benefit of themselves. That is oligarchy. Polity, I talked about it. Yeah. Here, polity, okay, in last paragraph, okay, polity means balanced system, right? Which means good and benefit of democracy, benefit of monarchy. That is mixed system. That is in Aristotle's point of view. Okay, but last sentence, it says the corrupt form is that majority rules majority. Let's say middle class rules for their own interest. That is not good also. Interest, and then also that is potentially leading to mob rule. Mob rule means nation is ruled by the common majority of the people. It has problem without the proper leader, proper law, proper rules. We said it is ochlocracy. It is very similar, ochlocracy is very similar to democracy, right? But simple difference between democracy and oligarchy is oligarchy has no rules, no regulations. no proper leader, no elected leader. Here the example of the video, ochlocracy, okay?
This is the moment the storming of the Capitol was launched.
You guys know this news, right?
The time, 12:53,
Many years ago.
the first Trump supporters reached the barricades set up in front of the Capitol, demanding to be let through. A handful of cops make a brave stand, trying to hold the line, but the angry mob overwhelms them.
Mob means most people, common people.
Swarming the
Yeah.
grounds. Capitol police are powerless.
You remember this news, right? You guys?
Flag-waving
Yeah.
Trump loyalists fill the steps and balconies. They even scale the walls.
I can see at least half a dozen protesters scaling, literally climbing the walls of the Capitol.
They're always involved in violence.
Smash windows using fists and shields. This guy used a metal barrier on a door. 133, they're in. TV anchors watching it unfold live are stunned.
It was an absolutely
So this is ocracy, not a democracy.
situation that we are witnessing.
Inside the chamber, members of Congress take cover.
We were just told that there has been tear gas in the rotunda, and we're being instructed to each of us get gas masks.
These are what the escape groups look like. They're kept under every chair in the event of a chemical attack. Police blockade the door as the mob stalks the corridors.
The government did this to us. We were normal, good, law-abiding citizens, and you guys did this to us.
Today, the ease and speed by which the mob took over our cradle of democracy is sparking outrage. Some officers did their best. A lone cop is chased up the stairs, outnumbered, on his radio, calling for backup. They chase
Police
him
is
down
outnumbered by the
another.
people, you know, so he has
It's final.
run away from the
What happens
people.
next?
Yeah.
Instead of placing them under arrest, it's a negotiation. These cops are under fire for appearing to open barriers to let the protesters through. Another cop took a selfie. MSNBC anchor Joe Scarborough couldn't believe what he was seeing.
Trump supporters come in and you open the doors for them. You open the doors for them and let them breach the people's house.
The chief of the Capitol Police is defending his department today, saying his officers were heroic given the situation they faced.
Security officials here at the U.S. Capitol today are totally rethinking their defense. As you can see, they're installing 7 feet tall metal, non-scalable fencing around the entire perimeter of the Capitol. That's because we're less than 2 weeks away from Joe Biden's inauguration. That's going to take place right here as well. So they don't want to repeat yesterday's mayhem.
6,000 National Guard troops will be deployed, and the city's police chief vowed to bring the mob to justice.
We still have a significant amount of work ahead of us to identify and hold each and every one of the violent mob.
Okay, that is autocracy. Okay. And then another example of democracy. Okay, I'm gonna show you.
It was the largest protest since South Korea became a democracy nearly 30 years ago. For the third weekend in a row, South Koreans occupied the streets of central Seoul. The mass protest was organized by trade union activists, but attended by a diverse group: workers, students, and families who started turning up in the early afternoon. The rally was peaceful, carnival-like even, but with a sense of anger and betrayal protesters had for President Park Geun-hye.
내가 이렇게 같이 보고
I want my family members to be part of what could be an historic moment. We're here because we want Park Geun-hye to hear the voice of the people.
그 사람들이 가지고 있는
I believe the country's leadership is on the wrong path. We gave power to them, we're taking it back now.
Park is accused of allowing a close friend inappropriate access to government documents and the potential to influence decision-making at
okay, I think 5 or 6 years ago, President of Korean, she got corrupted. You know, she hired an official elected person to work in the government. So they brought kind of chaos in Korean government. Then people start to protest. The important thing is they are organized. They don't have a leader, but important thing is they are not involved in the violence. It was peaceful protest. So that is kind of one of
Confidant
democracy.
Chae Soon-sil is also alleged to have used her connections to enrich herself. She's being investigated by prosecutors. The protest culminated in a candlelight vigil and a coordinated and prolonged chant demanding the president's resignation.
The protesters have in a sense won a symbolic victory. Just before the demonstration began, judges allowed protesters to march on this road. The presidential palace is just a kilometer away. It's the closest a demonstration of this size has ever been allowed to get to the president's office.
This is the first rally all opposition parties have joined since news of the scandal broke last month. Opposition politicians have stopped short of demanding the president resign, but they are demanding she allow an investigation led by a specially appointed prosecutor. They also want her to hand over power to a prime minister chosen by parliament. Park has tried to appease the people by replacing government leaders. She's also agreed to relinquish some powers to a prime minister of her choice, a compromise that appears to have pleased no one and has only served to intensify.
So this is people's power, people's authority. They ask resignation of President of Korea. Eventually, she got impeached. Yeah, she was stepped down, from president by the people. Yeah, that is one of democracy, kind of direct democracy. It doesn't happen regularly, like it happens sometimes in couple decades. It happens only like one time. Yeah. But that is another form of democracy. Okay, I think today, I think that's it. Any questions?